Hey there folks, this is David live with OnDavidsBrain. Welcome back to my Let's Play of BioShock 2 HD for the PS4. Alright, nothing left to do now. We made our way through the main game. We made our way through the Protector trials. There's only one last bit of content to talk about this entry in the BioShock series. And it's a doozy. No lie here, this is honestly one of my favorite pieces of DLC that I've ever come across. And in many ways, Minerva's Den is actually superior to BioShock 2. It tells a complete story in a very short amount of time. There's none of the over explanation, and it just feels like a much tighter story. And unlike the main campaign, this actually will give you a challenge, especially in the beginning. And you remember when Dr. Lamb said that Rapture was a body? Well, there's some truth to that. Atlantic Express, it's Rapture's blood vessels. Hephaestus, Rapture's heart. Arcadia, the lungs. Siren Alley, the jet. You know what Siren Alley is. Pauper's Drop, most likely Rapture's asshole. And all that's. But those are only just so many of the pieces of Rapture. But here, we're going to step inside the brain, the nerve center, one of the most vital pieces of Rapture. Without this, the entire city would just have been a fish tank for way. It would have become a fish tank a long time ago. Appropriately named. Minerva's Den. And yeah, after seeing the concept in the Protector trials and the trailer, I was hyped for this. And yeah, there's a reason why this main why Minerva's Den made Watch Mojo's #1 best piece of DLC. So here we are, Minerva's Den. The home of the computer that keeps all of Rapture turning. The very thing that keeps it from, well, basically just becoming an overgrown fish tank. The Thinker. And the Rapture Operational Data Interpreter Network. Folks call it the Thinker for short. Personally, I would have just called it Rodin, but that's just me. Alright. Rapture 1968.
Subject Sigma is approaching Minerva's Den. He must not reach the Thinker. Detonate the tunnel!
Already out of the starting gate, we have our villain. Sometime later. Yeah, we already have our villain and an explosion in less than a minute. And of course, we're playing as yet another Alpha Series Big Daddy. And apparently this one took quite a bit of a knocking. Subject Sigma. And yeah, Sigma is just one of those names where you instantly think, oh boy, this guy is evil. But then again, if you've played Mega Man X, you would probably have that bias already. But yeah, we're playing as Sigma, another Alpha Series Big Daddy. And yeah, we've already seen this all. Oh, new flavor text. The City of Rapture. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist will not fear the censor, where the scientist will not be bound by petty morality, where the great will not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well. Christened on November 5th, 1946, Rapture is a spectacular undersea metropolis in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The city is the brainchild of Andrew Ryan, a wealthy industrialist who sought refuge from all forms of government regulation and censorship. The city of Rapture was built to attract the best and brightest minds of the surface world, giving them a fertile ground to advance their pursuits without constraints, and for the free market to flourish unhindered. Rapture is comprised of many buildings rooted to the ocean floor, spreading out for miles to rival the size of any city on the surface. After the trains of the Atlantic Express fell out of favor, Rapture citizens began traveling via bathyspheres, a system of miniature submarines. Fresh oxygen is provided by the tree farms of the Arcadia district, and Hephaestus Core provides power from massive geothermal vents on the sea floor. The fall of Rapture. The city of Rapture prospered for some years after its founding, until the substance atom began to change its citizens gene by gene. Atom became the society's most valuable commodity. After someone spliced it up, they had to get more and more just to keep themselves from falling apart. Around this time, a con man named Frank Fontaine began offering social services to the poor and downtrodden in Rapture, working against Ryan's principles of self-sufficiency. Additionally, Fontaine invested in illicit activities, like smuggling goods from the surface. After numerous clashes with Ryan's security, Fontaine was reported killed. Around this time, a mysterious figure named Atlas appeared and rallied the masses to rise up and overthrow Ryan in an attempt to take the city of Rapture for themselves. Between the struggles over the atom supply and the revolutionary violence aimed at Ryan and his followers, Rapture was torn apart from the inside. These tensions erupted into civil war on New Year's Eve 1959, when Atlas's followers staged an attack on the Kashmir restaurant. Soon, fighting spread to the streets and swept across Rapture. When the dust finally settled over a year later, Fontaine, Ryan, and Atlas were all dead. The battle-scarred halls of Rapture were populated only by wandering splicers, desperately scrounging in the rubble for that rare atom fix. Or at least that's how it is in most timelines, but later BioShock Infinite establishes that there's a multiverse, and in some timelines, Sophia Lamb shows up and, takes control of Rapture and twists it for her own purposes. Other times, this I can't help but think was why they introduced the multiverse concept in BioShock Infinite. Mostly just so that people can just say, BioShock 2 could or couldn't happen, either way. And yeah, Sigma already has himself some some toys. The drill, of course, and already has telekinesis. Let's see, Ryan, And continuity-wise, I'm thinking that Minerva's Den takes place during Delta's little expedition through Rapture. As well, Lamb's already armed the torpedoes, and, Tenenbaum is still running around. You remember that she left us after the Atlantic Express, saying that she had other people to save while the city was drowning? And I originally thought that there was going to be more DLC like this, or at least maybe one or two, but Minerva's Den was just that, so, whatever, I take what I could get. Speaking of Minerva's Den, the source of computerization in Rapture, the Rapture Central Computing Corporation was founded in Minerva's Den by Charles Milton Porter and Reed Wall during the early days of Rapture's development. The Rapture Operational Data Interpreter Network, the mainframe computer that runs all of Rapture's automated processes, is hidden deep within the bowels of the Den. The main reception lobby in Minerva's Den boasts a cast of Rodin's sculpture, The Thinker, struck from the original mold. The Rapture Central Computing Executive Wing and Operations are accessible from the lobby. The Thinker's computer core lies deep within Operations. The Den also houses the public showroom and experimental workshops of McClendon Robotics, as well as the airtight archives, where Rapture citizens could store their valuables in a secure pneumatic warehouse. So Minerva's Den really is Rapture's brain. And without the Thinker, there's the doors wouldn't work, no pressure regulation, no air distribution, and just all calculated from the Thinker. Without that machine, Rapture just simply couldn't work. Well, anyways, now that's out of the way, let's start taking we're going to have to go and take the fun way into Minerva's den.
Hello? Mr. Sigma?
Colin
Can
Powell?
you hear me? The name's Porter. Charles Milton Porter.
Hello.
Doc Tenenbaum tells me you're here to help us get the Thinker out of Rapture. It's not going to be easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. You should be able to get inside through an airlock.
Find Charles Milton Porter. Yeah, given how big computers were... okay, yeah, let's just... for a little science lesson, kids, back in the 80s, or at least the 70s, computers were big enough to fill an entire... room. And this Porter guy is asking us to help get a computer built, at least in the 40s, when computing was just... just nothing but Buck Rogers fairy tale nonsense. Get a giant friggin' computer out of a city under the ocean, millions of miles deep. Exactly how are we going to do that? By sprinkling with pixie dust, thinking happy thoughts, and have it fly. Oh yeah, and there's also some atom slugs around here, so definitely keep an eye out for them. Oh yeah. Oh, new data. The Thinker. What's the secret of Rapture Central Computing success? The most advanced computing device in the world. The Thinker. The Thinker is the nickname of the Rapture Operational Data Interpreter Network, the mainframe computer invented by Charles Milton Porter to process all the automation in Rapture. Atom allows the Thinker to process data at the speed of thought. Its calculating power is unrivaled. So yeah, it's a supercomputer that runs on Atom. Atom. What can't it do? And yeah, like I said before, this is one of Tenenbaum's side quests. In addition to trying to get the new little sisters out of Rapture and away from Lamb. And now for our new guy, Porter. It's loss that brought me to Rapture. I lost my wife Pearl. The Thinker's all I've got now. With an advanced degree in mathematics from one of the first U.S. universities to grant degrees to black students, Porter was chosen by Alan Turing during his World War II code-breaking team at Bletchley Park. Sorry if I mispronounced that. During his time there, however, he suffered a terrible loss, and when the war ended, he allowed himself to be recruited by Andrew Ryan. Porter came to Rapture to build and operate the most advanced mainframe computer the world had ever seen, used to run all the computerized and automated technology in the city. Porter had been absent from his former post for some time, but now he's decided to flee Rapture with a copy of The Thinker, his masterpiece. And here's our goal. Your subject Sigma, an Alpha Series Big Daddy reactivated by Dr. Tenenbaum. Charles Milton Porter, the founder of Rapture Central Computing, has told you that he's working with Tenenbaum to get a state-of-the-art mainframe computer called The Thinker out of Rapture. They need your help, and he says you need theirs. So, quick question: if Sigma is an Alpha Series Big Daddy, why doesn't he? Where's his little sister? I mean, I know that the Alpha Series were not exactly the most efficient for the Big Daddy project. I mean, being only bound to one little sister, and they managed to get multiple pair bonds with the mass production model Big Daddies. So I'm guessing that after the incident with Delta and the mass production of the Bouncers and Rosies, I'm guessing that they just kept the Alpha Series on like in cold storage or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, apparently Sigma was never pair bonded with a little sister. Yeah, if he was, then Sigma would obviously be dead, a rampaging monster, or in a coma right now. But wait a minute, if Sigma was never pair bonded with a little sister, doesn't that also mean that there are other unactivated Alpha Series that are just in cold storage that never got pair bonded and could still be saved? And she only chose to awaken Sigma. Again, probably could have been expanded on other DLC, but Minerva's Den's all we got, so... We'll just leave those questions.
Minerva's den has been cut off from the rest of Rapture for some time, but not cut off from splicing. Don't let your guard down. The den's gone dark, but if you can reset the local power relay, I'll be able to get the juice flowing from here.
And great, there's still splicers running around. Fantastic. Even though Minerva's den is apparently cut off from the rest of Rapture, so how are they still able to get their atom fix? Oh, hold on a second here. Yep, check. Disable Vita Chambers off. Mostly because we don't need to anymore. Okay, brightness. Yep.
Mr. Porter, let me be the first to congratulate you on the founding of Rapture Central Computing. The great chain only grows stronger with each pair of hands laid upon it. I trust that you and I will choose to pull Rapture in the same direction.
And yeah, for a computer in the 80s, this whole room would probably just be it. But for a computer this old, I'm pretty much surprised that the Thinker doesn't take up the entire building. That can't be good. And apparently somebody decided that nobody wanted any visitors, so... And yeah, apparently this is online for the Atlantic Express. Well, it makes sense since, yeah, it is one of the older parts of Rapture, which would make sense. So I guess Delta just couldn't swing by here.
Hello there. Welcome to Minerva's Den, the home of Rapture's high technology.
Again, I have seen far creepier animatronics. At least this one isn't an animatronic bear holding a microphone. Those things are terrifying. Oh yeah, for the record, no, I will never, ever, ever play a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I don't want to have a heart attack. Get little sister pens. Yep. Just going through all these little flavor texts just to, get them out of the way, because I'm like that. Oh yeah, and speaking of splicing in the little sisters, I wonder if Nah, I'll go through and save them all again. If anything, just to give myself more of a challenge. And anyone that is skilled in mathematics, could you just help me make sense of this? Because, again, I'm not a math person, but the person who wrote these might as well... So, yeah. The person who wrote these might as well just read them all in Mandarin Chinese.
What steps into Minerva's den? Porter's newest toy? He wants the Thinker for himself. But you see, old friend, the machine has chosen me.
And yeah. And yeah, here's our new villain. Reed Wall. Uh-oh.
Why? Reed Wall. He and I founded Rapture Central Computing together, but the greedy bastard pushed me out years ago. The splicers, the security. He pulls the strings in Minerva's den now.
And yeah, We're back to Thuggage Splicers. Yay! And now for a dossier on our new villain. The Thinker's perfect equation has predicted your every move, Sigma. It knows you won't be here. It knows where you'll be next. And it knows that you will fail. The practical engineer to Porter's idealistic mathematician, Reed Wall was the co-founder of Rapture Central Computing. Once Shine wore off the business, he found less ethical ways to profit from the Thinker's abilities. Wall's taken charge of Minerva's den in the absence of Porter. Like so much of Rapture's populace, splicing has driven him insane, but his mania has a focus, the Thinker. Wall's obsessed with realizing the mainframe's untapped potential via a predictive equation that can foresee all future events perfectly. So yeah, he's completely nuts and thinks that a computer can tell the future. Yeah, I can definitely see why we need to get this computer away from him.
Porter and I are partners, but he's wasting that machine. In off hours, I've been using it to predict the outcomes of baseball games, and it is incredibly accurate. Apply such equations to Rapture's markets. This thing is the money-making grail. But Porter, I have heard them feeding it recordings of his dead wife. The fool wants to turn the Thinker into a person. I could not imagine a sadder fate for such a perfect machine.
Great. So on one hand, we have ourselves a guy who thinks that his iPod can tell the future, and another guy who wants to turn said computer into Ultron. Just fantastic. The people we work with, am I right? Alright. And yeah, this is actually the first, one of the very few areas of BioShock 2 that is actually kind of scary. You'll see why in a little bit. But yeah, this place is creepy and pretty cool. Alright. There's Wall. And oh, hello, beautiful. And there's Porter. Ooh, the ion laser. Now we can shoot laser beams! Oh, wait, a laser cell. Basic ammunition for the ion laser. These cells do a moderate amount of damage with a continuous beam of cruel light. You mean I get myself a freaking laser gun? Cool!
Look at you, Sigma. You think that Porter is your ally, but the Thinker knows better. The Thinker knows.
Uh-oh.
Rapture Central Computing keeps life running smoothly.
The power is rerouted. That should tip things in our favor. Head up to my office in the executive wing. I've got something you'll need. Hurry now.
And we're dealing with the Yuri Lowenthal clones again. Goody! And at least they've been given their own unique skin for this one. Yeah, the spider splicers, yeah. Though, first things first. Just telekinesis and 4 slots each. Okay. Alright.
What's the secret of Rapture Central Computing's success? The most advanced computing device in the world. The Thinker.
Oh, well, of course. Let's see here. That should help a little bit. Yeah, in the early parts of Minerva's Den, we're gonna need as much ammo as we could get. Especially if you did what I did. Oh, hello. Oh. Phew. That was close. Almost botched that one. Ah. Security command. And yeah, when we start off, we only just get telekinesis and security command. Very, very limited offensive... Yeah, they're not even offensive plasmids. Oh boy.
Trick the security system. Divert bots, turrets, and cameras to attack where you choose. Send friendly bots on errands.
And at least this time, I don't have to worry about using divider chambers. Hooray! Alright, sports boost. Not much, but every little bit counts. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's no research camera here. So, we're on our own.
Mr. Ryan hired me to build a computer that could keep an entire city running on time. The Rapture Operational Data Interpreter Network. Folks call it the Thinker for short. We've harnessed the power of Atom even in this, allowing the mainframe to process data at the speed of thought. In other words, it thinks for us. Yes. And with the completion of the independent reasoning processor, it may finally think for itself. If Turing could see me now.
I'd comment about how dangerously stupid creating a sentient AI is, but this was before such fiction was popularized, so you got off lucky. And if anything, Minerva's Den at least has some nice scenery. Aha! Well, let's see, where is it? Here we are. Master Protector. Having proved your mettle in the Protector trials, your gatherers take longer but give far greater rewards. Bring 'em on! Bring 'em all on! And let's see here. Armored Shell, Vending Expert, Shorten Alarms, Extra Nutrition, Easy Hacking, Security Evasion. The only thing I can really get right now is the Gene Tonic. Yep.
Those vacuum bots sucked up all sorts of things before they went on the fritz. crack one open, and you might find something you can use.
Vacuum bots. Vacuum bots were created by the engineers in McClendon Robotics to keep Rapture clean. After the city fell into disrepair, the robots continued to run amok, sucking up items left and right before shorting out. Destroyed vacuum bots provide valuable loot. And yeah, there's a trophy here that involves me destroying all the vacuum bots in Minerva's den. 10 in total, so...
Where? All yours! You'll answer me. Wrong. All wrong. The Thinker can still see you. Garbage data! Stop!
Uh-oh.
You won't get away with it.
Well, that could have gone better. And yeah, seeing as how these guys aren't wearing Lamp's butterfly pins, it's pretty clear Wall isn't in collaboration with Lamp. So at least we don't have that to worry about. See here. Anything here? Well, at least the atom slugs around here does explains a couple of things, I guess. A little bit of atom. So dookie.
Psychotherapy? I'm game. Anybody? Touch me!
Yeah, great, I lost my turret. Thanks a lot. Although, I'm surprised that those cigarettes... I can still, like, smoke those cigarettes since, you know, they've been sitting in the water for God knows how long. Computer science, am I right, folks? Ooh. Ooh, do toy. Hold on a sec. And a brand new type of security bot. here. Oh, what's this? Maglock doors. Some doors are locked magnetically. Nearby resistor relays regulate the flow of power to the electromagnets. Dislodging the resistors using gravity well will disable the maglock opening the door. Yep, those ones there. Alright, since I have enough atom, I might as well just pick up that extra tonic. I mean, that extra tonic slot. Huh, sold out. That's not good.
Computer only do what the man program it to do. But who programs the man?
Deep questions.
It turned you against me! You have them all told! Oh, who programmed this pile of ash?
Ooh, hello. Heat cells. Or thermal cells. And these cells tend to light enemies on fire, and with extended use will ignite most of the environment. So I have a fire laser now. Okay. A little quick to the trigger there, right? Thought I saw something. Whatever.
The Thinker's perfect equation has predicted your every move, Sigma. It knew you would be here. It knows where you will be next. And it knows that you will fail.
Wall's become obsessed with perfecting his predictive equation. The Thinker can do plenty, but tell the future? No. The splicing drove him mad. Wall can rot here in Rapture for all I care. We'll make a copy of the Thinker and return it to the land of the living.
Alright. Okay, where is that splicer? Come on, Sigma, sober up, sober up. Let's see. It's around here somewhere. Oh well.
Did you know that the Thinker processes the equivalent of 12,000 encyclopedias every day? The Thinker works hard for Rapture.
Design.
At least I got plenty of drill fuel for a while. Uh-oh. Not quite how I wanted that to go, but, well, desperate times. Yeah, this place has definitely seen better days. I, of course, have to do this. There we go. Ooh, hello.
Adam is a predatory substance. After exposure, a constant supply is required to maintain its effects. Otherwise, the user deteriorates into madness. My plasmid, which releases the little ones from their servitude, is promising, but limited. It only works on the children with the slugs in their bellies. On an adult splicer or Big Daddy, you'll see rejection effect. Undesirable. But if the deterioration of mind and body were reversible, if Adam's sickness could be cured, then its predatory nature would be no more.
A cure for atom dependency? Well, yeah, that does sound pretty big. Oh, wow, is it loud in here! Careful Hacker. Take your time. With Careful Hacker, machines will all move a little slower, giving you plenty of time to subvert their inner workings. Oh, hello. Ah, there's my bot. Little idiot. Yeah, I'll just leave that for now.
Gotta weigh my options.
Yeah, no options for you, dude. Yeah, better than nothing. Oh no.
That damn door on the fritz again? Somebody around here must have had one of those maintenance tools. I checked the machine room here in the executive wing.
Huh. Don't know where that one came from, but whatever, I'll take it. Oh. Yeah. Yep. This entire place is cuckoo birds. What else is new?
And cents. No, the numbers spiral out. They touch everything. Hidden within them lies a predictive algorithm for you, for me, for the destiny of the base allele to the stretch of a galaxy's arm. The thinker is destined to give birth to that crystalline equation, which determines all. I thought I knew its true purpose before. I thought Porter was the fool. Now I see. I was the fool all along.
Oh, great. So now Wall officially has it in his head that the Thinker can go and give him the anti-life equation. Great. Oh, no, wait. No, not the anti-life equation. The total life equation. Yeah, the predictive equation. Long story short, math is evil. Okay? Math in fiction is evil. Actar. Ah, the hack tool, my old buddy.
That hack tool should come in handy. Head back up to my office.
Hang on a second there, Porterhouse. Hacker's Delight. With Hacker's Delight, your body converts the altered current from a hacked machine into a powerful healing agent. Hack and heal. And yeah, still the giant wheels with the great chain emblem. Still like that.
Minerva's den is mine. You think you can hack your way to the Thinker? You're welcome to try.
I checked them. I'm not a liar.
Mr.
Over there you go!
Rapture depends on the Thinker every day. Dispatching trains, connecting your phone calls, and keeping the air fresh. The Thinker, the most helpful machine in Rapture.
Alright, yeah, but it's finally time for me to fess up. Yeah, Minerva's Den also has 3 different types of security bots. Electric security bots, rocket bots, and laser bots. I happen to prefer the rocket bots myself. For obvious reasons.
Wall splicers haven't gotten into my office thanks to the Thinker's security. I'm giving you top-level access now. All right? Beginning scan.
Scanning. Designation. Sigma. Please, come in.
Thank you, Thinker.
Sorry I can't be there to meet you in person. You've seen the state of the den these days. It's the Thinker that's important now, though. I need you to get to the computer core and print a hard copy of the Thinker's machine code. Core access is in operations. There's an Ops access punch card hidden in the compartment under my desk there. Grab the card and head for Ops.
Well, if anything, Porter, you got yourself a pretty nice office. I got you panel, but first... Oh, more dead cats. More things change, folks. We got Babbage. And yeah, at least they decided to have a little bit of fun with the dead cats. I can't believe I just said that. I'll let you figure it out for yourselves. Well, anyways, that's one, and... Oh, hello. Nothing but ashes.
That first year in London working for Turing, I didn't see Pearl much. Spent all day and night in a government compound, building a computer to crack the Enigma machine. Pearl got pretty fed up with me. I didn't pay her heed. And then one night, I'm out in that complex, and the Blitz starts falling. Next morning I came home to find nothing but ashes where I last saw her. Nothing but ashes.
Oh, man. Charles Porter, care of London University. Mr. Porter, I understand you enjoyed Gift for Mass. Stop. Please consider joining my team in Buckinghamshire. Stop. Rising Nazi movement must be kept in check. Stop. Essential arrangements and ahead. Stop. Time of the essence. Alan Turing. Walking Inferno. Walking Inferno, the hottest plasmid in Rapture. Well, if anything, I'm not going to be short of even medkits for a while.
Potter's time is done, friend. And now you collude with this traitor to steal the Thinker away from me? Sigma must be removed from the equation.
Uh-oh.
Thinker, deploy office defenses. Wall. He was a brilliant engineer. We saw eye to eye once, long ago. But the splicing made him paranoid, delusional. He'd murder us both to keep the Thinker here.
And yeah, it does a little, and yeah, the splicers have also gotten themselves an upgrade. Yeah, fiery brute splicers. I make a joke, but nah, that's beneath me. Alright, moving right along. Uh-oh. Ow! Not the most friendly of welcomes, but I've seen worse. Alright, might as well raid these spiders. Oh, and yeah, I can't even get any med kits off of them. That's gonna be annoying. Oh, doesn't that sound familiar?
The Rapture Central Computing mainframe performs over 1 million calculations per second. Couldn't your business benefit from that?
The Lancer is the most technically advanced Big Daddy that Rapture ever produced. Now it stands between you and the Little Sisters. And if there's anywhere that you'll need Atom to get by, it's Minerva's Den.
And yeah, a brand new exclusive model of Big Daddy, the Lancer. Well, let's kill it.
We're in.
But you can see Rodin's masterpiece of sculpture that shares its name. Come visit the Thinker today.
Subject Sigma rises above the pack.
Lancer killer.
A futile gesture before the all-knowing Thinker.
Oh, might as well get the little sister.
Daddy, are you taking me home too?
Yep, you and me are gonna go and help save the Thinker. Isn't that fun? Yeah, but before I do, just a little something I gotta take care of. See it? Oh. And I guess this is where we'll cut it for now. So, until next time, folks, this is Dave Lab of OnDavidsBrain. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Logging out.